Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today we are playing the 1970 All-Star Game at Riverfront Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. And you guys have it over on me right now. I have no idea who the starting pitchers are. I won't actually know that until we start the game. So you've already seen the title card. You know who the starting pitchers are. So I'm a little bit in the dark here. We're going to get started with the game here momentarily as you can peruse the American League standings. Now, if you are someone who has just stumbled across this All-Star game, we are playing the 1970 Seattle Pilots season. You can see our pitiful record here. We started playing this series in their expansion year in 1969, the only year that the Pilots existed. And I am supposing, what if the Pilots remained in Seattle and the Milwaukee Brewers didn't exist until 1977, the year that the Mariners came into the league. So we are playing through that period from 1969 through 1976. To see what would happen if the Mariners had stayed there. We have converted 6 Stadium, the original Pilot Stadium, into Brainiac Stadium, and we've altered the dimensions a little bit. We've expanded the seating and to try to create more revenue. And having said that, this is where we're at for this season. Now, we will play the All-Star game here, the 1970 All-Star game. A little bit of a backstory on the All-Star game in real life. There was a lot of firsts that happened that year. First of all, the National League won 5-4 in 12 innings. It was the first All-Star game played at night. The 1969 All-Star game was originally intended to be a night game, but it was rained out and played the next day. President Nixon threw out the first pitch in the 1970 All-Star game. Riverfront Stadium was a brand new stadium. In fact, it was only open for 2 weeks by the time the All-Star game was to be played. Just in case Bowie Kuhn had planned for the game to be played at Atlanta if the stadium could not have been ready in time. We probably remember that Pete Rose scored in the bottom of the 12th inning as he bowled over the catcher Ray Fosse. Fosse fractured and separated his shoulder, although he continued to play for another month before the pain was just too much. Ultimately, that injury ended his career prematurely, and in 1999, during an interview, he showed that he could not lift that shoulder at all. It had no more mobility in it. And so the Pete Rose sliding into Ray Fosse and eventually the Buster Posey injury at catcher were the two injuries that were cited when they decided that you could no longer plow into a catcher. Now, 1970 was the first year since 1957 that fans were allowed to vote. There had been so much ballot stuffing up to 1957 that they took that privilege away from the fans. So what Bowie Kuhn did in 1970 is he sent out 75,000 ballots to each major league stadium and also a smattering to all the minor league stadiums so that each team had the same amount of ballots to be voted upon. And they actually put together a special committee just to look over the voting from each stadium to prove that there was not ballots being stuffed. Earl Weaver was the manager for the American League. Gil Hodges, of course, for the Mets, was the manager for the National League. They were the two managers of the World Series teams from 1969. The NBC telecast received a 28.5 rating. It's the highest ever for any All-Star game. And Rico Carty was the first player written in to be elected to the All-Star game from a write-in ballot. That happened in 1970. So there you go. There's a little bit of a backstory about the 1970 All-Star game. And I guess it's about time for us to get started. So let's go ahead. We've already advanced one day to get to the All-Star game. After today's game, just for the heck of it, we'll advance 2 more days to get ready for the series versus the White Sox. Okay, here we go. Click on the All-Star game here and play this game in play-by-play mode. Yes. It should ask us which one we want to be, the American League or the National League, as it's considering. It is in Cincinnati. That's good. They got that right. We will be the American League team. I'm guessing Deron Johnson from our team, the Pilots, will be the lone representative, but we just don't know. So let's take a look here as it's loading up. Should just take a moment. Mel Stottlemyre is the pitcher. Although he is tired, he is the pitcher that the game is chosen to start. And I don't have a problem with that. We're really going to go 1 or 2 innings. The rest of the pitchers are Jim Nash from the A's, Al Downing from the Yankees, Andy Messersmith from the Angels, Greg Ballo from the White Sox, Mickey Lolich from the Tigers, Jim Rooker from Kansas City, who just got injured, Dean Chance, who is on Minnesota, Eddie Watt, I don't remember what team he's on. He's on the Orioles, that's right. We have Rowley Fingers from the A's, Roger Nelson from the Royals, yes. Catfish Hunter from the A's, and Fritz Peterson from the Yankees. So Jim Rooker will not be available. Fritz and Jim Nash are listed as tired. I probably won't play them unless I absolutely need to. There's also, as you may remember if you've watched any of our other All-Star games, you know that there's always a segment of these pitchers who are unavailable to pitch. Like you try to put them in, the game won't allow you. So we'll just have to see what happens as it comes along here. Clearly, we did not have any Seattle Pilots players represented on our terrible team this year. So we're going to go with Mel Stottlemyre. He earned it. 14-3, 2.43 ERA. Okay, let's take a look at the lineup. Now, we can switch this around if we need to. Who is our representative? It is Darren Johnson. That's good. Well, I feel pretty good about that. He deserved it. We've got Sal Bando of the A's at third base. Kal King from Boston leading the American League in batting average. Hank Aaron, who was just traded to the A's and is actually on their bench, still somehow qualifies. Tony Soleta for the Yankees. Willie Stargell's on the Orioles. Davey Johnson's on the Orioles. Ed Kirkpatrick of the Royals. Leo Cardenas from the Indians. Billy Parker from the Angels. Rico Petrocelli, who's on Baltimore in this game. He will not be available. Excuse me. We've got Frank Howard from the Senators. We have Darren Johnson from our Seattle Pilots. Elrod Hendricks from the Orioles. And Carmen Fanzone from the Boston Red Sox. So I have no problem with this lineup. We're just going to go with it. Why not? Looks like Nolan Ryan. Oh, yeah, he's right there. So Nolan Ryan will be the opposing pitcher. I'm just finding this out, so this is interesting to me. You already know it's Mel Stottlemyre versus Nolan Ryan. Now, they usually have their pitchers go 5 innings. We'll take a look at Nolan Ryan here momentarily. We'll pull up, their season stats. So they'll be right there available to us. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the American League. Batting leadoff. Playing third base is Sal Bando. Batting second and catching is Kal King. Batting third in right field is Hank Aaron. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Tony Soleta. Batting fifth in left field is Willie Stargell. Batting sixth at second base is Davey Johnson. Batting seventh in center field is the catcher, Ed Kirkpatrick. Batting eighth at shortstop is Leo Cardenas. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Mel Stottlemyre. Okay, we'll take a look here at Nolan Ryan. The Ryan Express, absolutely deserving of being the starting pitcher for the All-Star game. He's made 21 starts. He's 15-1 with a 1.90 ERA, 167 strikeouts, and 170 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting 158 against him. 7 complete games, 2 shutouts. Look at that fastball. Topping out at 99 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 46.4%. His fastball is rated at 99. He's got a curveball rated at 94. And the circle change is rated at 87. All elite pitches. Overall rated at 96. A 23-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. And you know he's going to be asking a ton of money from the Mets. Okay, we'll take a look at the defense here for the National League. In center field is Al Oliver, probably out of position, rated poorly out there. In left field is Lou Brock. Right field is Ollie Brown of the Padres. First base is Orlando Cepeda. Second base is Joe Morgan. Shortstop is Sonny Jackson of the Braves, below league average defensively. At third base is Ron Santo on the Expos, and behind the plate is the great Johnny Bench representing the home team. Now, it says Crosley Field, so this game doesn't recognize the fact that Riverfront had opened halfway through the season. So, and of course, this background is Great America Ballpark, but the dimensions here are actually going to represent Crosley Field, so that's kind of a weird thing. Now, I don't know, maybe these dimensions actually do represent Riverfront. It was a cookie-cutter stadium, so I think their alleyways would have been exact. I do like the fact they have that short center field at 387. Okay, let's get the game started. Sal Bando leading off versus Nolan Ryan. Bando having a great year, batting .304 with 14 home runs. Little duck snort into right center field for a base hit. I bet we'll have a lot of base hits drop in front of the center fielder, Oliver. So, Bando has no problem with Nolan Ryan, base hit. Runner on first. Here is Kal King. Because he's the catcher, you're going to hit and run. Use that contact rate. Get the base runners moving. Line drive to left field. That works for a base hit. Bando to third. And it's first and third. Nobody out for Hammer and Hank. Just traded to Oakland. Only just a couple of days ago. I think he's 1 for 6 as a Oakland Athletic. And an error on the shortstop, Sonny Jackson, allows the run to score. Everybody's safe. Nolan Ryan getting moguled here in the first inning. That's frustrating, I would imagine. So first and second, nobody out. Tony Soleta leading the American League in home runs with 22. 0-2 count. Another opportunity for Jackson. And this time he turns a double play as King advances. Well, we gave him a second shot at it, and Jackson came through. Pop Stargell strikes out swinging, and Ryan does get out of the inning, giving up just a lone run. We go to the bottom of the first. We'll take a look at the National League batting lineup. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Joe Morgan of the Astros. Batting second in left field is the Cardinals' Lou Brock. Batting third at first base is the Braves' Orlando Cepeda. Batting cleanup and catching is the hometown team, Johnny Bench. Batting fifth at third base is the Expos' Ron Santo. Batting sixth in center field is the Pirates' Al Oliver. Batting seventh in right field is the Padres' Ollie Brown. Batting eighth at shortstop is the Braves' Sonny Jackson. And batting ninth, of course, is the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. Okay, we'll take a look at Mel Stottlemyre. He's making his he's made 20 starts. He's 14-3. He's got a 2.43 ERA. Look how consistent he is. Now, don't forget, we started the sim in 1969, so these are the 2 years that we've created in the sim. 85 strikeouts and 152 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .241 against him. 6 complete games, 3 shutouts. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 51.2%. He's got 4 pitches in his arsenal. The slider is his out pitch, rated a 90. A sinker rated an 82. A fastball and a curveball below league average. Overall rated an 89. The 28-year-old right-hander just signed a contract extension through 1974. We'll take a look at the defense for the American League. There you have it. We're worse in center field because we have a catcher out there, Ed Kirkpatrick. Did we not have a center fielder? No, we have. I don't know. I think we have at least one outfielder that could have played center field. You'll see here. In fact, all of our outfield defensively is below league average. Our infield is solid. And behind the plate is Kal King with a terrible arm, but he's got the good bat. Joe Morgan leading off versus Mel Stottlemyre. Here we go. And Joe Morgan will pop it up to short. Cardenas makes the catch. I think I said he was on the Indians. He's actually on the Twins. That's my bad. Next up is Lou Brock. Brock sends it to center field. Who's going to get to that? Anybody? It's going to be the left fielder. Left fielder, Willie Stargell. He does not have much range out there. That's why they moved him over to first. But he got over there to get that one. And then there's a base hit to center field. Kirkpatrick wondering what the hell he's doing out there. As CEPEDA is on first. That's going to bring up the catcher, Johnny Bench, 296 hitter, 19 home runs. Ground ball to third. That's the best defensive player on the field as Bando makes the play. We go to the top of the second. 1-0 American League. And Davey Johnson leading off. 2-2 count to Johnson, and he pops it up into foul territory near the third base bag. Play made by Ron Santo. 1 out. Here's the world-famous center fielder, Ed Kirkpatrick, striking out looking. 2 quick outs for Ryan as Leo Cardenas hits a slow roller to first, and that is out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second, and Ron Santo will lead it off. Santo traded twice in the last 2 years from the Cubbies to Baltimore, from Baltimore to Montreal. Flies out to center field. Kirkpatrick made that play easy. And there's a base hit back through the box for Al Oliver. Oliver is a player that is available to be traded. I'm a big Al Oliver fan. If you don't already know, tomorrow I will not be playing a game, but we will be doing what is essentially the Seattle Pilots trade deadline. It's not actually until the end of the month, of course, of July, but we're going to get rid of all of our players whose contracts are up. As Ollie Brown grounds out to short, get a force at second. So yeah, I mean, Al Oliver, a player that I wouldn't mind having, but he is a center fielder, as you may have noticed, with a terrible rating. We don't want a defensive player that badly. Okay, we go to the top of the third inning. Good job by Stottlemyre so far. There's no point in letting him bat, right? He was already tired one day coming into today's game. He's pitched 2 innings, so we're going to pinch hit. Well, Frank Howard can't. None of these guys can play center field. Not Billy Parker. Well, Petrocelli's injured. Got a broken wrist. Frank Howard, I mean, he can't even really play left field. Not that, and we know Fan Zone is only a third baseman. So we don't have any defensive replacements that we can use here. I guess what I'm going to do is we will bring in Frank Howard to pinch hit. There's Howard batting .307 with 14 home runs. The Capital Punisher. Line drive to right. caught on the warning track. Nolan Ryan's tired. How many days was he already tired? 2 days. But they're gonna let him keep pitching. All right, Sal Bando up next. We'll take a walk. 1 down, runner on first. We'll let Kal King swing away. He's 1 for 1 today. King popping it up to short. Jackson making the catch. And Hank Aaron on a wild pitch. Bando will go to second. Makes the count 1-0 to Aaron. There was only 1 home run in the real life game. It was Dick Dietz hitting a home run off a Catfish Hunter. That was the home run that tied up the game to go to extra innings, if you were wondering. Now, Frank Howard, if we put him in left field, can we move anybody to center? Willie Stargell, he cannot play center. Hank Aaron, I mean, he's only a right fielder. Kirkpatrick, I mean, I can see why the game chose to put him in center field. Wow. I mean, we're not doing a whole heck of a lot by putting Frank Howard anywhere. I mean, I kind of feel like this is all we have. I'm not really happy with any of this, to be honest. 63, Hank Aaron is a 64. And Kirkpatrick was what? 62. And Frank Howard's, yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to have to go with this outfield. I mean, I don't want to take out Stargell or Aaron anyway, but I guess Ed Kirkpatrick's the guy for now. Okay, we're going to bring in another pitcher. We got a righty and 2 lefties as Dick Dietz is going to pinch hit. So we're going to bring in my boy, Mickey Lolich. You know I love Mickey. One of my favorite all-time pitchers, as I'm a Tiger fan. You can see his numbers for this year. Not as good as you might expect from him, as the Tigers won the World Series in 1968. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Only good pitch he has in this game is a sinker rated an 87, overall rated an 80. The 29-year-old lefty is a free agent at the end of the 1973 season. So we're going to have him go after Dick Dietz here and then see if we can't get those 2 lefties. Here we go, Dick Dietz. Ground ball to second base. And Davey Johnson making the play, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Joe Morgan. He batted .267 versus lefties, so he could hit him, as he proves right there with the base hit to left. Good job by the left fielder Stargell getting that ball in quickly. Now, will Morgan be running? We know Kal King does not have a good arm. Rated a 72, one of the worst arms in the American League. And also the speedster Lou Brock at the plate. First pitch, he's swinging. Ground ball to short. Tough to double up. Morgan advances to second as Brock is out at first. I guess we let Mickey Lolich pitch to Orlando Cepeda. Wow, a .416 hitter versus lefties. This is tough, but I just don't want to bring in a righty right now. And he strikes him. Oh, no! Morgan does steal third base. And that was called a strike, so it's an 0-1 count to Cepeda. I'll take some of the pressure off. You can just go after the batter. 1-2 count. And he strikes him out. Good job, Mickey. We go to the top of the 4th inning. And there is a new pitcher. It is Don Wilson, already listed as tired. Don Wilson is the #1 player at the top of our player pyramid. A little something that I've put together. You can find that on the Brainiac Baseball Sports Cards and Gaming community page off of our main page if you want to check that out. He's the #1 player in that spot. He's 15-4 with a 1.67 ERA, 133 strikeouts, and 172 in the 3rd innings pitched. Opponents are batting 183 against him, 11 complete games, 5 shutouts, 89-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's rated a 94, hard slider 87, curve 82. So 3 very solid pitches, overall rated a 94. The 25-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the 1972 season. And he's going to face the left-hander, Tony SOLAITA. So Don Wilson's 2 days tired, listed as tired here. We'll see if we can't take advantage of that. Oh, yeah, Tony SOLAITA, American League home run leader, goes Oppo Taco. 410 feet into left center field bleachers. And it's 2-0. You're probably saying Tony SOLAITA, who the hell is that? I mean, he wasn't a rookie until 1973, so he's way above his time frame in the majors. Willie STARGELL will take a walk. Davey Johnson also taking a walk. Don Wilson, he's not good today. I mean, they should get him out of there. We'll see if KIRKPATRICK can earn another couple innings in center field. He's going to pop it up. In front of the pitcher's mound, Don Wilson gives way to the catcher. But Johnny Bench, of course, but Bench much better catching those than Don Wilson. So there's 1 down. Leo CARDENAS hits a fly ball into center. STARGELL will tag, go to third. And we will pinch hit for Mickey. Good job by Lolich. I guess we will pinch hit our boy. Why not? Let's get Darren Johnson in there. He'll come in to play first base. You got to love this guy. Look at what he's done since he came over here. He's batting .305 for us this year, 20 home runs, 54 RBIs, in the top 10 for all 3 of those categories. Absolutely crushing it. And we're going to trade him. He's on the block. We're probably not going to trade him. He might be the one guy who is safe. First and third, 2 down. A tired Don Wilson. Here we go. Oh no, 2-2 count. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Johnson drives in STARGELL. It's 3-0 with runners on first and second. Great job. That's what we love about Darren Johnson right there. And that's going to clear the bases as Sal BANDO goes deep to center field, sending the runner home. Darren Johnson scores from first. A 2 RBI double for BANDO, and it's 5-0 American League. Okay, well, this is the tough thing about the AI controlling the National League. They don't know when to pull them. I mean, they won't pull them out. As Kal King goes into just a wall scraper in the left center field for a 2-run home run. They won't take him out until it's his turn to bat. So we could just keep adding to the total here. It's 7-0. Hammer and Hank gets fooled on that curveball as he pops it up to third. That will get him out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 7-0. We're going to use Darren Johnson. We'll put him at first base. SOLAITA hits the home run. He's gone. All right. Okay, so Darren Johnson into the game. And we need a new pitcher. Let's see. Who do I like here? Jim Nash, he just pitched against us. I love Andy Messersmith. Let's get him into the ballgame. Will they let me put him in there? Yes, they do. That's great. There's Andy Messersmith if you need him. 7-7 with a 3.07 ERA, 122 strikeouts with a 3.07 ERA, 6 complete games, 3 shutouts, fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Another pitcher who's got 3 elite pitches, curveball, change, and fastball, overall rated to 94. The 24-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. They won't trade him. They're going to end up having to pay him some big, big money. Okay, Johnny Bench Leading it off. 0-2 count to bench, and he strikes out. Looking. Oh no, I guess he's check swing. One down. Here's the third baseman, Ron Santo. And Messersmith walks Santo. Runner on first for Al Oliver. This is his second year. As you can see, this is his Topps Gold Cup card. So he was a rookie in 1969. That's how you get designated with that card. Al Oliver strikes out, so Messersmith looking pretty good here as Ollie Brown, second time through the lineup here, hits a ground ball to second. Play made by Johnson. We go to the top of the fifth inning, and Messersmith did his gerb. We're going to take him out and bring in his teammate, Billy Parker. Billy Parker. This guy absolutely crushed our team all year. 307, 18 home runs, batting 300 versus righties. I don't know how they're bringing Wilson back out here. The only way they could do that is because the game won't sub him out until it's his at bat. That's not fair. We'll take advantage of that. As Parker walks, we're going to steal second base. It's an all-star game. Parker going on the first pitch. And he's thrown out by Johnny Bench. Oh, I should have expected that. One out. Here is Willie Stargell. Full count. And another walk. 4 walks. The guy is exhausted. I'm going to cut him some slack. Davey Johnson with a fly ball to left field. 2 down, and that's going to do it. They're finally going to bring in a new pitcher. It's J.R. Richard, 20-year-old, our highest mover on the player pyramid. He is 13-4 with a 2.31 ERA, 148 strikeouts, and 151 and 2/3 innings pitched. Look at that. Opponent's batting average under 200, 5 complete games, 2 shutouts. His fastball only tops out at 89 miles an hour. And really, it's the secondary pitches. The slider's his best pitch. Overall, rated at 86. He's got so much more room to grow. The 20-year-old right-hander, arbitration eligible next year. And it will be Ed Kirkpatrick to face him. I'm sure Kirkpatrick would have rather faced Wilson. He's going to fly out to shallow center field for out number 3. Yeah, we're going to put Billy Parker into the game. Take out Davey Johnson. And we're going to need a new pitcher. We've got a couple lefties coming up, so let's look in our lefties. We have Al Downing. So we'll bring in Downing. Yes, we'll use him. Very cool. Take a look at Downing. He's on the Yankees. This is his A's card. He was on the A's in real life this season. But he's still on the Yankees here. 12-8, 317, 123 strikeouts, and 156 1/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .232 against him. 5 complete games, 2 shutouts. You can see the rest here for yourself. His fastball is his best pitch, topping out at 89 miles an hour. Overall rated an 86. The 29-year-old left-hander is a free agent at the end of the 1974 season. And he will face Sonny Jackson. Sonny hits a ground ball to Billy Parker. There's one down. And they will have a pinch hitter. Another catcher pinch hitting. It's Tim McCarver of the Cardinals. Having a solid year. Batting .348 versus lefties as a lefty. Ground ball to short. Cardenas makes the play. 2 quick outs and lefty on lefty violence here as Joe Morgan steps in and gets a base hit to left field. Let's switch it over to the in-game stats. Morgan's 2 for 3 now with a stolen base. 1-1 count to Lou Brock, and Brock will hit a rainbow to right for out number 3. American League pitchers pitching a shutout. They're bringing in a new pitcher. for the National League, it's Fergie Jenkins. He's Fergalicious, 7-7 with a 4 ERA, 238 opponent's batting average, 3 complete games, had a shutout. He's got 5 pitches, but really only 2 are good, the 4-seamer and the 2-seamer. He's actually already tired as well. Overall rated in 85, the 27-year-old righty. He's a free agent after the 1972 season. Okay, I think he's the only Cubs representative, right? They are a last place team. Leo Cardenas grounds out to second. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Here's our boy Darren Johnson. Single, drove in a run. Skies it on the infield. Third baseman Santo making the catch. 2 down, and Sal Bando, he's 2 for 2. Ground ball to first. And that'll do it. Hey, there's the first 1-2-3 inning for the National League. Good job by Fergie. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We got 3 righties coming up. So we'll take Downing out. I guess we bring in Greg Ballo. I'm not a fan of this guy. But he is a White Sox representative. He wasn't even in baseball by 1970. He was already done. He's 10-6, a 3.70 ERA. Wow, look at more walks and strikeouts. I guess somebody from the White Sox had to go. 5 complete games, 1 shutout, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Hey, he's got an 89 rated fastball and an 87 sinker. His changeup is just below league average at 80. Overall rated at 90. The 26-year-old righty is arbitration eligible next year. We got a 7-run lead. I'm not too worried about Malo being in there. Cepeda's going to gap it, though. Right center field, a trip. Oh, no, he's going to hold up at second. Oh, yeah, okay. He had 9 doubles on the year. Not really a doubles guy, I guess. So leadoff man in scoring position. And then he walks Johnny Bench. Oh, maybe a little nervous here in front of the all-star crowd. Ron Santo, running around first and second, pops it up to third. A double play would get him out of the inning. It's Al Oliver at the plate, left-handed hitter, and he pops it up. Second baseman Parker making the catch. 2 down, Ollie Brown. What can Brown do for you? 2-1. And a blooper into left field. Coming in, Pops making the catch. Keep the National League off the board. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Fergie Jenkins coming back out. Why not? He had a 1-2-3, 6th inning. Kal King is coming out of the ball game for Elrod Hendricks. Get another catcher in there. Hendricks having a solid year. Batting .291 versus right-handers. Full count. And a blooper into center. It will be caught. Travels deep enough for the center fielder Oliver to run in and make the catch. Hammer and Hank with a ground ball to third. Oh, an error on the third baseman, Santo. That's the best defensive player on the team. He boots it. Aaron on first. He's 0 for 4 today, though, Aaron. Billy Parker walked in his 1 plate appearance. Ground ball to second. And a double play gets him out of the inning. Very well. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Excuse me. We're going to take out Greg Ballo. Let's bring in Catfish Hunter. Oh, Catfish Hunter is one of the players that it won't let you use. That's fine. We'll go with Dean Chance. Dean Chance having a good year for the Twins. Shows him here on the Indians. He's 10-7, 3.87 ERA, 264 opponents batting average, 3 complete games, 89-mile-an-hour fastball. He is a fly ball pitcher. His fastball is rated a 90, a curveball rated an 82, overall rated a 91, 29-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. He's not somebody that we're targeting, though. Here we go. Sonny Jackson. 2-2 count. Jackson popping it up into shallow right field. Parker backpedaling, making the catch. Okay, we got a pinch hitter. It is Ken Boswell coming in. Looks like it's his first full year in the Mets lineup. Batting .282 versus righties. Chance leaves it up in the air, but Boswell pounds it into the dirt as Parker makes the play. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup, and another hit for Morgan. 3 for 4 today. I might consider him player of the game on a losing team. Let's see if Lou Brock can keep it going, get a little rally going, popping it straight up at home plate. And it is caught by the catcher. All right, we go to the top of the 8th inning. Here is lefty Carlton coming in. Steve Carlton for the Cardinals. 9-7, 3.43 ERA. Great walk to strikeout ratio. I love that. Opponent's batting .246, 4 complete games. Fastball topping out at 91 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is pretty low. He's a fly ball pitcher too. Fastball rated a 92. Curveball rated 84. Overall rated an 89. Carlton is only 25 years old, and the lefty's going to arbitration this year. He won 20 games in our first sim year. And he's going to face Willie Stargell. I mean, I've got no choice. Stargell's got a bat. We don't have any other outfielders. Does manage to get the bat on it. Flips it to center. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Dean Chance will come out. And we will get Carmen Fanzone in there. This guy's having a surprising year for the Red Sox. 20 home runs. Batting .275. Playing a solid third base. 1-0 count to Fanzone. It's a fly ball to left. Bullpen's doing their job for the National League. Kirkpatrick strikes out. I guess we'll bring in Fanzone, use him on defense. Give Sal Bando the rest of the day off. Fanzone not great defensively though, so we have to keep our eye on him out there. Next pitcher is Raleigh Fingers. We'll use him. No, you know what? We got to get Roger Nelson in there, right? This might be the only time he ever makes it to an All-Star game. So you know what? He's got to get him in. Okay, Roger Nelson facing Orlando Cepeda. There's our new third baseman. Full count to Cepeda. There's a ground ball. Snagged by Parker. Flips it to first. 1 down. Johnny Bench been quiet at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. Thrown out a base runner though, as he flies out to the warning track in right center. 2 outs. Ron Santo with a ground ball to third. And a 1-2-3 inning. Great job by Roger Nelson. We are going to the 9th inning. Steve Carlton will come out and try to close this game out. I just want to see, we've used every batter, right? What am I doing? Yeah, because Rico can't play. All right. So we've used every batter. Oh, that means Nelson's going to have to bat too. Oh, that's funny. All right, here we go. Cardenas. Line drive to right. He finishes the day 0 for 4. Here's our boy Darren Johnson. Ground ball to short. Oh, an error on the shortstop Jackson. I believe that is his second of the ball game. And Johnson's safe on first. Well, let's have him drop it like it's hot. There's a bunt from Nelson. And he gets the job done. Nelson, player of the game. And Elrod Hendricks will get in at his second at bat here. 1-2 count. Lefty on lefty, and he strikes out. Okay. Here it is. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Who would you rather see, Raleigh or Watt? I'm going to say Raleigh. Watt is kind of at the end of his career. Oh, no, he's 29. Why did I think he was in his late 30s? Raleigh, the better pitcher. We're going to bring in Raleigh Fingers. Not a safe situation. There's Raleigh. Signs the mustache. We gave away a Raleigh Fingers autograph on this channel. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, you should subscribe. We give away 4 prizes every Sim series that we do. We've given away a lot of good stuff. A Mickey Mantle autograph, Raleigh Fingers autograph, Corey Seager rookie card autograph. We just gave away a Jim Bouton autograph. We give away a lot of good stuff on this channel. And it's free. All you got to do is a subscriber. And then when we have a contest, just let me know that you want to get entered, and we will add you to the duck race that we do, which is a lot of fun. We're down to the final out. It's Sonny Jackson trying to make up for those 2 errors, and he does double past Ed Kirkpatrick, who's just waiting for this game to get over. And Bobby Tolan will step in. This is a guy that I'm targeting for a trade. Good hitter. 2 down, runner on second. And he pops it up down the third baseline. And the error, it's dropped by the catcher, Hendricks. And we are still alive. Back to Joe Morgan. Ground ball to second. And that will do it. American League beats the National League 7-0. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Hey, that was a lot of fun. That was one of the better All-Star games as far. I think, actually, is that the first All-Star game that I've actually won? It may be. I'm always so concerned about getting every player in that usually I botch it. So the All-Star game is played. We're going to advance 2 days, one at a time, to get to the White Sox. And then we'll take a look at a few things here. Now, there could be trades happening while we're advancing. We will tomorrow, as I mentioned, not play any ball games. We will have one video, a supplemental video, in which I will be trading away all of the expiring contracts that I can on our team since we're out of it. So we don't need to look at the standings, so that doesn't matter. We'll take a look at the headlines, though. American League win 1970. This is bad job here, but you can take a moment here and read this if you like. That's all there is. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll take a look at transactions. This will show you all of the players who were voted in and their vote count. Who had the highest vote count? It was Sal Bando. Makes sense. He was probably the best player on the team. Rico Petrocelli was voted in, but he could not play due to injury. And you can see everybody else here. In the National League, it was, as you might expect, the hometown boy, Johnny Bench, had the highest vote total. Darrell Evans, injured, could not play. Oh, yeah, well, we haven't seen who's all on the National League. There's Ken Boswell. He wasn't even in the starting lineup. Neither was Tolan. That's weird. Ollie Brown somehow got voted in. Who else did they have on their staff pitching? Don Sutton, Steve Renko, Rick Wise, Juan Marichal. We saw Dietz and McCarver. Steve Huntz for St. Louis. Kent Tekulve, Dick Colpart, and Tom Terrific. Sal Bando was the player of the game, the MVP for the American League, and there was a retirement. Someone named Jack Cullen retired at age 30. So that covers all of that. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and we'll get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Come back tomorrow if you're one of the regulars. You want to see the trades take place. That's going to be a long, boring video for those who may not be interested. They've already said Sal BANDO was the player of the game, so we're going to give him that honor. Mel Stottlemyre gets the win. Nolan Ryan takes the loss. Don Wilson probably should never even been in the ball game. We had home runs from Kal King and Tony SOLAITA. Sal BANDO added a double. Orlando CEPEDA and Sonny Jackson had doubles. Yeah, Sonny Jackson had 2 errors. Billy Parker was caught stealing against Johnny Bench. All in all, a lot of fun. Joe Morgan had a stolen base. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. I liked the fact that we got in just about everybody. I think Eddie Watt was the only pitcher that did not get into the game. Every hitter did. And that is something I always try to do when we play these games. So that will do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with the trade deadline video. Until then, everyone, have a great day.